Welcome to Geek Speak Live.
Hey, hello, Geek Speakers. Welcome to COVID-riddled Queensland. Look at us being COVID safe and all. Get that stuff off. I can't do a show with a mask on unless it's Batman's mask. And Ginge, I don't think we have that tonight.
No.
My co-hostess with the mostest, ladies and gentlemen.
Wake ups on the pots and pans, thank you very much.
I'm your host, Todd Bailey. You are, of course, watching Geek Speak Live, filmed here on location at Kaboom Comics in Toowoomba City, www.kaboomcomicsaustralia.com for all your comic book needs. There you go.
I can't go past the Superman statue that we have this evening.
That is a very nice statue.
That's very
Ginge.
cool.
You chose that one tonight to put on the show, didn't you?
A little bit of colour correction. You know,
I thought you were doing a Porky Pig for a second.
Laura's just said yes. Batman masks.
Bane specialists. Thank you, Paul. No, I expect you to die.
Where are the drugs going? That's Batman though.
Swear to me.
How is everyone doing with COVID restrictions? Yet again.
I don't know about anyone else, right? Big fella, you might agree because you've got a beard. Yours isn't as thick here as mine, though. Wearing a mask here in Queensland with this whole COVID thing on, my face bakes. Like, seriously.
And the hot air finds its way out.
Yeah.
And it just...
I've been trying a multitude of different masks, too, because I'll be doing something at the shop serving a customer, and if I look down to put stuff into the point of sale system, it keeps pushing up under my eyes.
Okay.
It's fucking uncomfortable.
And the masks won't work if they're over your eyes.
No, but I tell you what, there's probably a lot more people think we're better looking when we've got masks on. I tell you.
What? Hang on. What now? No. There's no way that's prettier.
I don't know. I think it's a vast improvement.
What?
Speak up. I'm wearing a mask.
How is everyone at home watching the show?
Have you had a good Friday? I did the good Catholic thing today. I had fish for lunch.
Yeah?
Did you?
No.
Your mum might be watching.
I not for lunch. I had Vegemite on toast.
Mrs. Copson. Yeah, you can probably get both.
Vegemite on toast is okay by the Catholic Church.
I swear, Wade's mum, I swear that he just had a fillet of fish for tea. It looked remarkably like a quarter pounder, but it was fish.
It was.
It was.
It's not like the beef at McDonald's is actual beef anyway.
It's true. Not a sponsor of this show, but they can be. Anyway, Ginge, have you had a good week?
I'm dying. Still, went to the doctor on Monday.
Yes.
Turns out that the pills they put me on is the reason I've got a cough.
Really? So this whole time I've been thinking he's got the Rona, and it's actually your pills.
It's actually the pills. They put me on some heart tablets. Funnily enough, apparently they found out I've got a heart.
Oh, geez, it comes as a surprise to me too.
Boom ching.
They didn't check your head to see if you got a brain, did they?
No.
Because we're both in trouble there.
No. Just like the Wizard of Oz, they handed me a piece of paper and went, "Here you go. Here's a bit of wisdom."
Scott was saying, look, beard with a mask, pointless. I know, Scott, but we've got to wear them until the 15th. So, and there's no way I'm trimming this off.
No, God no.
I got a couple of mates, great customers here as well, and they police officers. And one of them's got a really awesome beard. He's
cool
heartbroken because the edict has come down from the top brass that police officers in Queensland got to trim the beard back or shave it off for the mask to work properly. So a lot of angry policemen out there at the moment.
God damn it.
Especially some of those guys who do good beard. Yeah, you see some coppers have got really awesome
beard.
Well,
what I'm afraid is the beard gives you a bit of gravitas to arrest someone. You're not going to go peacefully for a bloke who looks like he's 12 years old.
No, I tell you what. Good mate of ours. He is an officer here in Toowoomba. He sent me a picture this morning and he said, "Does it count, or do you think I can get membership to the Avengers if I arrested someone while dressed in my
Marvel boxer shorts pajamas?"
That's all he had on. Someone tried to steal his car last night, and because he's got cameras out the front, he managed to catch. He sent me the picture, and it's him in his Marvel print boxer shorts dragging a criminal out of the car and arresting them in his own front of his own house. And I tell you what. He's got to get a bloody honorary membership to the Avengers for that one.
We're going to make him up a little ID card.
I think we should. What will we call him, though? Night Cop. I'm sure there's actually an old comic character called Night Cop.
Yeah?
Yeah, actually, I think there was a movie, too, called Night Cop.
Not the Satin Pants Avenger.
Maybe we should call him that, the Satin Pants Avenger.
Wow.
I like it.
Shiny.
Anyway.
Shiny. Real shiny.
Good on him, though.
Scott just said, neither am I. Refuse to shave it off. poor fella, a beard should be covered by insurance or some kind of religious
emblem or something. Well, true.
Maybe you could.
True.
Maybe they could craft it into an emblem. You see those beard shows where they put them in the different designs and.
Actually, I'll tell you what. When it comes to masks, one of our good guys here, Brett, is designing some masks. They'll be on sale at Kaboom very soon. The geeky masks, some of the geek fabric and everything else.
I did see one made of Marvel fabric. I'd probably have to abstain from wearing that one.
Why? Oh, because you're a DC
I'm
boy.
a DC boy.
Yeah, he's making me a DC one.
Is he?
Yeah, Justice League, I think. Yeah,
It'd be awesome if you could have like a big, like the bat symbol on the side.
Yeah.
Not at the front. I think that'd look weird.
Right
like,
across the
like,
here.
like it'd almost look like a mouth with the busted teeth.
You reckon?
I reckon just on the side. Just on the side.
You get some weird ideas.
Although I have seen on a website in America, The Shadow, they've released red ones with the Shadow logo on the side of it.
You'd have to wear the hat though to go with it. And you have to run around laughing and going, who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? Only the shadow knows. Yeah. And my nose is... Have you noticed in the comics and even in the movie, he always had a bigger nose.
Yes, Alec Baldwin's wearing the prosthetic nose. But was it really him under it? It could have been his brother.
Who?
Like Daniel Baldwin could have been...
There's a million Baldwins.
I'm just saying that
There's
he's got so many brothers that someone...
Who was the fat one? Who was in Homicide Life on the Street?
Oh, I don't know.
That's not Billy Baldwin,
I thought
is it?
that was Daniel Baldwin.
Is it? I don't remember.
know.
Jeez, I used to love that show.
And then wasn't Billy Baldwin in Biodome with Paulie Shaw? That's a movie people need to check out.
Who was the Baldwin that was in the movie with Cindy Crawford?
Oh.
Was that Billy?
That was Fair Game.
Yeah.
I know that was Fair Game.
There's one of the Baldwins in there.
I don't know, man. Like
Apart from Alec Baldwin, has any other Baldwins kept on acting or done anything in the last 20 years?
Well, he was the same one that was in Backdraft with Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Which one was that?
So whoever that...
Can someone tell us
is
which
a Billy-
Baldwin was
Someone
that?
Google this for us. We're going to...
The comments are here. We can see your comments. Bring them on in, people.
The reason I say that is because they've made a Backdraft 2.
Have they?
And he's in it. But it was made in Europe a couple of years ago in like Bulgaria or somewhere.
Yeah.
So the production was really cheap to do. So yeah, it's a bit...
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Yes.
Now, the more you learn.
Yeah.
Now, geek stuff happening in the world, because we didn't do a show last week.
No.
I was off doing a beautiful dinner with the parents-in-law and the wife over at Inbound. Fantastic restaurant in Toowoomba. Out on it's built into the railway, the historic old railway building here.
Okay.
And they had what they call their autumn feast, and it was out on the platform. Big table set up on the
Sounds
platform.
awfully romantic.
It no,
Didn't invite me.
There's tons of group. Don't start this. You did get an invite, but you didn't know what to do at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that's where we were. It's why we couldn't do the show last Friday, and we thought we'll do a Good Friday show, Good Friday night live.
Good Friday night live stream.
I wanted to sing Saturday night, but that's it's a good news weekend.
Good Friday night. Good Friday night.
We won't keep singing on this show.
Scotch just said Backdraft was not a movie asking for a sequel. Yes.
No,
Yes.
it wasn't, was it? No.
Yeah, yes, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
You confused me for a second.
Yes, no, it wasn't.
Anyway, big news has happened last week in the comic book realm. Remember last year we had the news drop, DC in the middle of a pandemic. DC left Diamond, and they pulled out immediately, essentially, and said we're going off with these 2 new distributors. Well, now there's only one of those distributors left, which is Loon.
I just need to pause you there. Paul just said Bill Baldwin was in Backdraft. Thank you.
It's Billy Baldwin. So who's the fat one, Paul? Was
Daniel Baldwin.
That was Daniel.
That was Daniel.
Right.
Because he
Or
was.
as I call him, Shakes Baldwin, because I'm sure he drank a lot of shakes.
Because he was in that movie Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Was he?
Yeah, that's the one that. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, so
Sorry.
DC did that last year.
DC have dropped the ability for you to order their comics straight, easily from anywhere.
No, it's a
and
bit difficult.
Made it more difficult.
So we just had the announcement last week that Marvel have done a deal with Penguin Random House worldwide. Okay, Penguin is now going to be a distributor of Marvel comics, graphic novels, all that kind of stuff. Which for international accounts like myself is great because we have accounts with the likes of Penguin and all that kind of stuff. We already use them. They have a warehouse in Australia, so it makes it pretty cool. We're not sure how it's going to work yet. Our Penguin reps don't quite know what's happening here in Australia. So they're
All
going
I'm
to get back to
thinking
us.
now is there's actual penguins coming to see you.
In a warehouse.
Well, they're already wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah, they're like the little ones out of Batman Returns with the
Yeah.
little missiles and everything
and
else.
holding
on
a
as well.
suitcase as they walk in.
Yeah,
Todd.
they don't walk, they waddle.
Oh, sorry, they waddle into
They're
your shop.
penguins,
They put the
dude.
briefcase on your counter and they, dude, this is the deal. Take it or leave it.
Buy these books, or we blow the shop up.
Cobblepot will blow the shop up.
That's right, no. You've got an amazing imagination, sir. Anyway, so that's been another big kick in the pants for Diamond. Now, at the moment, they're saying Diamond can still sell or distribute Marvel comics and graphic novels and stuff
Okay.
like that, but you'll now have another choice to use. And for retailers, for a lot of retailers, the deal that Penguin offers worldwide is actually better than Diamond.
Cool.
So they're saying a lot of people may put their Marvel orders across to Penguin.
Okay.
Where we think the other shoe will drop in the next month or two, and they'll probably announce the DC, because Penguin already do DC's graphic novels worldwide.
Okay.
Right? They're the distributor for the graphic novels. We think that DC will turn around in the next couple of months and go, we're putting our singles through Penguin as well as our graphic novels, and look, it's a bit shaky because I tell you what, Diamond comic distributors could actually falter here if they lose their Marvel. All I have left is Dark Horse, Image, Boom, Dynamite, and look, they're great companies, but they're not the big two.
It's
You know what I
interesting that the Diamond was the one place that everyone had to go to
Yeah, that was
to get comics.
That was because of the distributor wars in the 90s. Diamond bought up everyone else, and it come down to Diamond and another, which was Capital City Distribution. And a couple of DC was one of them, signed an exclusive deal with Diamond, where they said we will only distribute through Diamond. That ended the distributor wars. Within about, I think it was 12 months, Capital City folded, and
Wow.
Diamond bought what was left of them. And essentially, Diamond became a monopoly in the comic book distribution market worldwide. And they've been that way ever since about the mid 90s or
Wow.
something like it was. But yeah, so now it's all changing again. So interesting days ahead. But for comic fans, it's not really going to worry about the way you get your books. Shops will still be able to get it. Just means us retailers will have to start getting stuff from other places. And
You're going to have to be like
pulling orders
MacGyver and tinker with this. And
the one
turn
thing
that.
is, you won't have one standard day for New Comic Book Day.
Okay, yep.
Because shipments will be arriving in from multiple suppliers. New Comic Book Day could be any day of the week, and it could be, you could have multiple you could have DC come in on a Tuesday, and Thursday is Marvel, and yeah, so things like look, it's the Wild West at the moment, so it really is.
Oh my
no
God.
one knows what the hell's going on.
I'm deliriously tired. All I can hear is you running around going.
Well, hey, that happens every time anyway. I got my big cowboy hat on and my little bang bang pistols down here.
Oh God!
You walk through the door, I'm like, yeah! I nearly wore my Cowboys jersey tonight on the show, and then I realised we've got to be professional, wear our Geek Speak ones.
It's funny you say yeehaw.
Yeehaw?
Because today I was.
No, I didn't say yeah. I said yeah.
Okay. Because
Oh, God, that hurt.
today I was watching back some old video footage of when we went to Disneyland for the very first time,
Yep.
and we were on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
Oh yes.
And
Yes.
someone felt it necessary when we went down the big fast ramp to do the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeehaw.
Who did? Me?
No,
Who?
me.
You.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, I think that was the reaction I had when you did it too. Yeah, and there was two girls with us, wasn't there? Pretty sure they felt the same.
Ixnay on the Earl's Gate.
Hello, Joel, who's just tuned in.
Hey,
Good buddy
dude.
Joel.
Thanks very much for everyone tuning in to
Yes.
Good Friday Night live stream.
Friday Night Live.
Good
We-
Friday.
We won't do that again. Yeah, we will. Probably.
Good Friday night.
You got some trailers and stuff to show
Yeah,
us
so
tonight.
this week's been interesting because I didn't want to fall for the April Fool's Day news.
Oh, you had to be really careful because, I mean, ours was, yesterday?
Yep.
But America, because they're 24 hours behind, we're seeing a lot of stuff coming out, and a lot of it is bullshit.
And I'm looking at stuff and I'm going, is that? No. That's, no.
Did you see the Tim Tam as a spread?
No.
Yeah, Arnott's got us yesterday with the Tim Tam spread.
I
So,
did-
like Nutella, put it in
Yeah.
a jar, and you're able to spread Tim Tam.
I did see that Krispy Kreme was going to, called glazed donut spread.
Oh, really?
That would have been amazing, but that's another
I tell you what's not a joke is Shapes, aren't it? So doing Hawaiian pizza flavoured Shapes as a new flavour. Yes.
Piss it off.
I know, I said the same thing. What an abomination.
Pineapple should not be on anything of that.
No. I'm with you. Anyway.
It's physically making me ill.
Scott has said the Suicide Squad trailer. Oh, really?
Scott, is that the original Suicide Squad trailer? Because I was going to play everyone the one that came out today. There is a new version that came out today. Would you like to watch it?
I would, because I haven't seen it. This isn't an April Fool's Day.
This isn't an April Fool's Day joke. No.
This is a Suicide Squad trailer that dropped today, is it?
Yep. It's called the Rebellion Edit.
Supervillains. Sad souls in costumes. Wanting you to think they're all dark and deep. What's it like? Living life as a punchline. But all it would take would be one blessed act of rebellion for you to restore your dignity in its entirety.
You know the deal. Complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
Love him or hate him, these are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Any questions?
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
we're all gonna die.
I hope so. Oh, for God's sake.
This is suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Nothing like a bloodbath to start the day.
They call you Peacemaker?
I cherish peace with all my heart. I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it.
I thought you were the crazy one.
I am.
Here's the deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
Oh, look. I don't know about anyone else. Scott, I can't agree with you on this one. I think it looks fantastic.
I like the look of that trailer. I thought that the first one that came out made it look a bit so much like Guardians of the Galaxy that there was joke.
Yeah.
That one had a little bit of, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And I tell you what, King Shark. How good is King Shark?
King
looking?
Shark. And
Yeah.
did anyone recognise the voice out
No.
of King Shark?
Who's the voice of King Shark?
Someone that was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who?
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, get out of it.
And Rambo Rocky is King Shark.
How cool is that?
Yes.
Oh, look, as I said, I am keen to watch this movie. I think it's going to be great. Peter Capaldi
Yes.
as the Thinker.
Yes.
Looks fantastic. I love John Cena as Peacemaker. I think that's going to be fantastic. And you know what? The more I see Margot Robbie as
Harley Quinn, yep.
as Harley Quinn, I'm enjoying her more and more.
Laura's just said, I love Harley's hair. Yeah, the black and red rather than the blue and red.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. Sorry, Scott. This one I'm going to go and see.
Joel just said, King Shark is cool.
He is cool.
Yep.
There
Yep.
you go. Fantastic.
Coming out July 29, so not too far away.
Now, is that cinemas or is it you can be able to get it through HBO Max?
Now this is interesting. It's obviously Warner Brothers.
Yep.
But they're saying it is coming out in theatres. So that's got to be Australia only. It couldn't be America, right?
There's so many theatre chains in America still shut.
And HBO Max.
Yeah, I thought they'd be
So-
doing it through HBO Max We might get an option where we can do either.
Here in Australia, yeah.
I know I personally would love to watch it at home. So I can be in my comfy pants and have a cuppa and
pause it, go to the toilet, come back.
Yeah, especially if I'm having a cuppa, I'll need to pause it if it's a long movie.
It was interesting. They've got the big DC logo at the top of the credits for that version of the trailer, really pushing that it's a DC movie. So
yeah, interesting. Now, speaking of DC, they're in a little bit of trouble as well right at the moment after what they did yesterday. Right?
What did they do yesterday?
So they are running a poll now. You've got to be on Twitter to vote in the poll. Okay.
Yep.
What they're doing is now. What do you call this? Where you have is it a round robin?
It's a round robin. Yep.
Yeah. So they've gotten a bunch of pictures from different creative teams. Now they haven't said who the creative teams are.
Okay.
But what they're doing is they have actually. Let me bring it up here.
Or I could bring it up.
Well, you can bring up the round robin, but I'll bring up the thing to talk about where.
Let's bring up the graphic. The round robin.
That's the round robin. For some reason they don't. There we go.
So, from what I understand, comics are going up against each other.
Yeah, so one of these pictures will become a new comic book series, and it's up to you, the fans, to decide which. Vote for your favourites in the thread below. This is on the DC Comics Twitter account. Okay, so one of the first ones is Green Lanterns versus Etta Candy. Now, Etta Candy, so it's called Green Lantern's Underworld on Fire, where Kyle Rayner and Kilowog are on the case of space outlaws raising the intergalactic underworld sector by sector. But will Kyle go by the book when he finds out who's behind it all? Versus Etta Candy, Holiday Hero. When an accident grants Etta Candy superpowers, she joins forces with Wonder Woman and her sorority sisters to protect anyone in need.
Interesting.
So that's one of the first ones. So you can vote, right?
Okay.
Guess what the vote is thus far on that one? Green Lantern, 74%, Etta Candy, 26%.
Okay then, yeah,
right?
I can see that.
It will then go through to the next, when this shuts.
It'll progress along, yep.
Yeah, when this shuts, which I think you've only got another day or so until that one closes.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes. No, sorry. 5 days and 7 hours left. There's actually it tells you there when you vote. It tells you on the phone. And then there's another. I'm not going to read every single thing, but there's the Brave and the Bug, which is Ambush Bug, versus Zatanna and the King of Nightmares.
Ooh.
Thus far, Zatanna is leading 79% to 21.
Okay.
Then you've got Son of the Creeper and Lobo Animal Man, Scorched Earth. So, obviously, Lobo and Animal Man is ahead at the moment.
Yeah.
It's not a massive margin. It's 64 to 36%.
Okay, yep.
Now, this is the one that... I shall come back to that one. There's another one called Paws Off the Justice League, where Jimmy Olsen and the Super Pets must team up to save the world.
Really?
Or Jesse Quick... Control. Now that's Jesse Quick, who says a formula and gets super speed. She's part of the Flash family.
Okay.
Thus far, Jesse Quick 59% to 41%.
Good.
So she's in the lead there.
Good.
Then you've got Blue Beetle versus Night Runner. Now Night Runner. So Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, however you want to pronounce it. And now Night Runner is a Muslim Batman from France that was in Batman Inc. So he hasn't been seen since the Batman Inc. days.
Yep. Which is a while ago now.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Thus far, though, Blue Beetle's kicking ass at 71% over 29% to Night Runner.
Okay.
And you've got Suicide Squad 7 versus Swamp Thing. This is the only one thus far that is neatly tied, 50-50. Neck and neck. Then you've got Asteria, the Last Amazon versus Superman and Lois, Ignition. That one's pretty tight too. It's 52 to 48%. So the Asteria, the Last Amazon is in the lead by 4%. Sorry, 4%. And now this is the one that's causing a bit of an issue.
Interesting.
It is JLQ. 8 young queer heroes investigate a series of monstrous manifestations around the world and discover that something much more terrifying is coming. Versus Robins. A small group meets at Dick Grayson's apartment, but what's brought them here isn't that they're all former sidekicks to Batman. They're being hunted by one claiming to be the first.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool script.
At the moment, Robins is ahead, 54% to JLQ, 46%. Right?
Okay.
Now, the reason I say this one is a bit of trouble.
Why? That sounds like a really cool story.
A lot of people are saying, because it's queer heroes and everything else, it automatically should get published because it would be a minority book.
Okay.
People are not happy. A lot of the gay, lesbian, transgender people are very upset that DC has essentially made it a voting system for these books to get published. They're saying it's unfair. They think it's a little bit discriminatory. Others are going, well, all these books, there's some great concepts in all of them, but this, if you're a company, you go, we want to publish what's going to be the most popular, and you can only publish one or two. You're gonna have to knock them down, aren't you?
You're gonna upset someone, aren't you?
You're gonna upset someone,
and this seems to be upsetting a big group.
This one here, this JLQ versus Robbins, is the one that is gaining a lot of attention, and for not necessarily the right reasons.
Wow.
But look, I'll be honest, I did go and vote myself.
That Robbins sounds like a really cool. Yeah,
I voted for
to
Robbins.
have all the previous Robbins.
And someone thinks that they are the first right, and it's obviously not Dick Grayson, and is being hunted. They're being hunted by this person.
Could they? Are they going to go back into the archives and really?
Who knows? As I said, they haven't named who the creative teams are, so you don't know who pitched these ideas, but there's creative teams that pitched these ideas. And as I said, we're doing the thing there, bring up the round robin image again.
Bring it up again, here it is.
There you go, that's what you're looking at. And if you start voting now, head along to, if you've got Twitter, go along to DC Comics. It's at DC Comics on Twitter, and make sure you go and vote for the ones that you think will be a cool book you want to see published.
That looks really cool.
There you go.
Oh.
You'll have to go and vote, buddy. I tell you what,
cool.
There's a couple. There's a Zatanna one. I love Zatanna as a character. I think she'd be great.
She hasn't had a book
for a long while.
Forever.
Actually, tell you what, one of her series, the best series ever done, was by Paul Dini.
Yeah.
He wrote 12 issues. It did get collected as 2 separate trades, then as a deluxe edition. Been out of print for a couple of years. I hope they bring it back.
And those people that don't know who Paul Dini is, he's the guy behind
Batman the animated series. Co-creator of Harley Quinn, actually. There you go. So if you're a DC fan, head along, vote. You can't go wrong. I think people are going to vote for some fantastic books there. Like I said, a little bit of trouble around one or two of them. Interesting days ahead.
Joel just said Swamp Thing surely has to win that bout that he's in.
As I said, between Swamp Thing and Suicide Squad, it's a dead tie at the moment, 50-50. So people better get voting. Most of them have got a pretty good margin. There's only about, well, that one's the first 50-50, and there's one there, what did I say, 52 to 48%. So there's only about two, three maybe at a push that are pretty close votes.
Scott just said, DC, we need to lose money. How do we do it?
Let the public decide what we publish and give the choice to social media. Yeah, that's true. You know what? A lot of other people behind the scenes are saying what a silly way for DC to do this.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of comic people. I know a lot of my customers aren't on Twitter. Right? A lot of my customer base, and I'm not, it's not because they're older people or whatever. A lot of them just don't like Twitter. They think Twitter's a bit of a cesspool. I discovered this only by an article. Actually, someone had written about the controversy, and I went, I better go check it out. I have a Twitter account. I don't use it an awful lot, and I found it and voted. But there's a lot of people who don't use Twitter, and they're the ones who are actually in buying books all the time. So they won't know to vote for this.
Yeah, Scott says, let's give the choice to a social media platform that audience does not buy our books.
Exactly.
So why give them...
But in the meantime, go and vote, folks. Go not after the show. Leave it till after the show, then go and vote.
Laura said, would love to see more Zatanna. Yes. Absolutely.
She's a great character.
Absolutely agree.
You know what, the Green Lantern one, where it's Kyle Rayner and Guy Gardner, I'm all over that.
That sounds awesome.
That would be fantastic. And you get the right artist on that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyway, can I do a quick little couple of comic things?
Absolutely. Take it away, sir.
Guess what's new out this week?
Oh,
here in store, Cyberpunk Trauma Team, Cyberpunk 2077. To tie into the game. Apparently, the comic's not as buggy or glitchy as the game.
You don't need to download anything to read it.
No. Can I say though, this series sold like hotcakes.
Really?
When it came out as single issues, it was selling like hotcakes. We ended up having to dig up. There's a couple of guys had to pay like $20 for the first issue because it just skyrocketed in price.
Okay.
It's now collected as a graphic novel that's available on our online store at the moment. Cyberpunk 2077, published by Dark Horse Comics. There you go. If you're a fan of Cyberpunk,
can I have a look?
You can have a look. This one is a bit of a personal favourite for me. This is a new one out by Chip Zdarsky with Ramon K. Perez on the artwork. It's called Stillwater. Okay.
Have you've talked to me about this? I'm sure you've talked to me about this.
This is phenomenal. Like, I love Chip Zdarsky writing, okay? This is about a guy who gets a letter, which is an attorney's letter to go back to, because he's adopted, right? Well, that's how he's grown up thinking he's adopted, and they go, look, your birth mum has left this stuff for you in this little town. You got to come here to the lawyer's office to claim it or whatever. So him and his mate drive there. They end up in this little town in America, right? And weird shit goes down. Okay, turns out everyone in the town of Stillwater can't die.
Holy shit.
Once you get there, now what happens is, without ruining anything, he was essentially smuggled out as a baby, doesn't know his back history. He's one of the only ones that has ever been able to do it. So kids don't age, so there's like people who have got the mentality of, say, a 20-year-old trapped in the body of a baby.
Wow.
Right? And yeah, once you're in the town limits of Stillwater, you can't die. And there's a judge who rules the town with an iron fist because he doesn't want it getting out. That's why you're not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Because imagine if the government knew, they'd come in, they'd study them, test them, cut them up, whatever else. Stillwater by Chip Zdarsky. This is just volume 1, so the first 6 issues.
Wow.
This series, and I'll tell you what, it gives you a pretty good little ending, a little bit of a cliffhanger, but a good ending.
That's cool.
And then you're going to want to keep reading when volume 2 comes out. This is a fantastic series. You'll find that on our online store as well, www.kaboomcomicsaustralia.com. Go to New this week. The artwork's really good too.
Can I get to the last panel and just see how it ends? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. As I said, it's a good read.
Oh.
It's a good read.
Oh.
And Ginge.
Oh. Sorry.
This book here.
Let me put that down.
Do you remember this from our high school
Oh,
days?
shit. Holy hell.
This was a series. This was a DC crossover book. That went right through a bunch of DC titles. This is back when I was a young. You and I were young tackers in 90.
This was when the world just got colour.
Was not. We're not that old. Anyway, it was a storyline that ran through all the DC titles over a 2-month period, I think it was, called Final Night, where the Sun Eater comes to Earth and essentially snuffs out the sun. The world starts freezing. All the heroes. Superman's a potential, pretty much useless because, as we know, Superman.
His powers come from the sun.
Comes from solar radiation.
Yep.
And anyway, so all these other heroes have to band together to try and see what they're going to do to defeat the Sun Eater. And a fallen hero who was the big bad guy in 0 Hour, comes back, sacrifices himself to try and save the day. Final Night. It's now collected as a graphic novel for the first time in years.
Scott's just gone, Final Night!
It is amazing. This was a great crossover during, I think it was like, would have been 96, 95, 96, something like that. It was
really?
coming out. Yeah.
Don't tell the young people that.
I don't even know whether it tells me in here what I'm trying to find the year.
The comics did come out before the year 2000.
Yeah, thanks for that, buddy.
Yeah.
You make me feel really old.
Yeah.
90 ran it from the end of 96. There you go, 96 through 97 and that. Fantastic. There you go. And that is available as well. That's just some of the books that have come in this week here at Kaboom Comics Australia. Pick up some great graphic novels. And I'll tell you what else is out at the moment. We put the link up on the page. The latest previews catalogue is out at the moment. They're doing a brand new because we've got the Netflix series of Jupiter's Legacy coming out.
Yes.
They're doing a new series to tie into that called Jupiter's Legacy Requiem. There you go. That's from Image Comics.
I can't wait for that to come out.
Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, which will be crossing over in some of the Star Wars titles, plus
the Book of Boba Fett.
What do you call them? Like a bookend? So Alpha and Omega bookend book. So that is some cool stuff coming up there.
Very
plus
cool.
All the stuff in there from Marvel, Dark Horse, Image, Boom.
And as always, DC Comics does not have a...
They don't have a physical previews, but we are getting our own copy printed out for the shop, and it'll be here this week, so you can come and flick through. But
you'd have to be the only shop in the world that does that.
No, most of us are now doing it because you know what? We noticed when there's not a physical copy for people to sit and flick through in the store, those particular people tend not to order any DC Comics. Does
DC Comics not actually want to sell any comics?
You'd wonder, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you just?
I wonder. I wonder.
Previews is in. As I said, the link is on the Kaboom Comics Facebook page.
Yep.
Or any of your local comic shop that you go to. Because there's a lot of people who watch us who aren't in Toowoomba. We're not their local comic shop. They've got comic shops all around Australia and overseas. So whatever your local comic book shop is, go check out the latest previews catalogue. And as always, make sure you support your local comic shop no matter where you are. There you go.
Or get on your the Kaboom website, and we'll send it to you directly.
Because we have been doing this thing lately where we realise we've got customers all over Australia, and they're saying to us, "You're my local comic shop," and I'm like, "You're in Alice Springs," and they're like, "Yeah, but you're my local because you're who I get stuff." And I started thinking about it, which is why we do the tagline a lot more on our Facebook posts.
Yep.
Available at your local comic shop, Kaboom. Because in this modern world, we have become the local comic shop to a lot of people in regional Australia.
Well, look at this. Look at this. People all over the world are watching. Okay, maybe not right at this very second, but we do have fans in America.
We do actually, yeah. We've got a number of American fans, and there's a couple of Brits that have contacted us, Canadians.
G'day to Josh watching over in
There's
Florida.
There's 1 or 2 people in South Africa.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just butchered your accent very badly. I can't help it. I do it every time when I say South Africa.
But when we did the television episodes for Television South Africa Community Channel.
Yes.
Played a couple of the episodes.
Yeah.
So
You've actually, have you got a photo there? It's a bit of a celebration. It's an anniversary when we're doing our podcast.
Yes.
Today's an anniversary day for us.
Oh, hang on. Can we just sell this a little bit better than it's our anniversary?
What's wrong, buddy? What? You know what? Next year is actually our 10th anniversary for Geekspeak.
It is.
Next year, 2022, Geekspeak turns 10.
I can't believe that, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Technically, we filmed a promo, which was very much a late night show promo. We'll have to dig up a little bit of that one day.
It is on YouTube, and is
it really?
You know what's strange is that the camera that we used to film that was so advanced back at that time that it nearly blew up my computer at home trying to edit that footage.
Yeah.
And you want to know what?
We're using that camera now?
We're using that camera to stream to the world.
That was 10 years ago this year when we filmed that. And that was what was going to be Geekspeak. And but by the time we actually launched it properly in 2012, Geekspeak had changed format. I decided I wasn't going to host.
Yep.
I said, there's a young stand-up comedian here in Toowoomba, Bryce McEwen. We brought him on board to start hosting.
Yeah.
Later on, I ended up hosting the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, it started out with Bryce, and
then consecutive to that, we started up the audio podcast version.
We did. So this is an anniversary this year of when we did our 50th podcast. What was that? 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Our 50th Geekspeak Live podcast, the audio podcast, and we actually filmed that episode as well.
We did here at Kaboom. Yes, that's right.
That background's awfully interesting.
Yeah, I had hair back then.
And some of the people that were there.
Yeah, local artist Will McLaren there, and Gibbo used to write some pieces for us back in the day as well. So fantastic to see Gibbo there. Still one of our top customers at Kaboom. Comes in once or twice a week. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway. That was
reminiscing. Yeah, that popped up on Facebook today, and I thought, "Holy cow!"
Holy cow! 8 years ago.
Damn.
The 50th podcast.
Damn.
Yeah. Getting old, buddy.
All right, let's move on to some trailer news. I have to show you this trailer. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's the new Jason Statham movie.
Oh, you had me at Jason Statham.
Jason Statham, and the director is Guy Ritchie.
Bring it on, Ginge.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is called Wrath of Man.
Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new addition. H.
Portico Security specialize in cash trucks across LA.
Do you have any idea how dangerous this job can be?
Some idea, yeah. We ain't the predators, we're the prey.
You ready?
Ready.
This is your temporary sidearm.
What happens if we're putting pistols in a machine gun fight?
Do you have a problem?
I don't know. Do I?
It's a 10 grand drop. You should have been back 5 minutes ago.
They're serious!
Leave this to me.
Get in the truck next time.
Sorry, pal.
Who is this lunatic?
It doesn't feel right. It's like he wants trucks to get hit. He's not a cop.
But if he's not a cop, what is he?
A while back, we lost 2 guards, a civilian too.
There was an investigation.
They still haven't found the scum who did it.
You were in an accident.
My son.
You didn't make it.
I need to know who killed my son.
The tree has been shook, and it's been shook hard. We've scorched the earth.
You started by saying you'd do anything. What I'm hearing is, you think you've done everything.
I can see it's gonna be a long night.
It's gotta be an inside job. I can do it in 2 weeks. You only wish you could do it in 20 years. And I do bear a grudge.
Oh my God, how good. Ginge, I'm all over that like a fat diabetic kid on a can of Mountain Dew and some Cheetos. That's what I am. I'm all over it like that.
I'm quietly just a little bit excited about it.
I know you are. I saw the table rise.
In theatres, May 7. It's R-rated.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that one. That is. I love Jason Statham, but I am a Guy Ritchie nut through and through. And Josh Hartnett.
Yes, Josh. Laura just said Josh Hartnett. Oh my God.
You haven't seen him for a while. You know, he was nearly Batman.
Yes.
In the Chris Nolan films, he wanted him before he went after Christian Bale. Yeah, and Josh Hartnett turned him down. And after that, he was meant to be in another Chris Nolan film. Chris Nolan wiped him.
He got blacklisted.
He just got blacklisted because he knocked back Batman. There you go.
Well, if he didn't, Paul, he loves Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
He's
I know
also
you do.
got. I'd watch that
Just for the Johnny Cash song in there, don't you?
Look,
it looks fantastic. And I love
even Helen.
Holy cow!
Holy cow! Yes, it looks cool.
Helen, tell us, is it because Jason Statham's a good-looking dude? Because you know what? I have a theory. Bald men, right? Chicks love bald men.
What the hell?
What? What's wrong with you?
Oh my God! I just saw the reflection on the camera. Whoa!
We just blinded half the audience at home.
I did not expect that. I think a lot of people at home didn't expect that. Let me at least get time to put up the censored blur over the top of everything.
What else you got for me?
They're talking about the Batman movie that's coming out with
Robert Pattinson.
Anyway, so there's this theory that's coming out that Warner Brothers, obviously with the Flash movie, are going to explore the multiverse, the DC multiverse.
Yes.
Now there's a theory going around that the Batman is located in Earth 2.
Okay, yeah.
The Snyderverse,
the Ben Affleck,
is Earth 1.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Arrowverse is Earth Prime. DC Titans, the TV show, is Earth 9. Doom Patrol is Earth 21. And then there's also a theory that the 89 Batman is Earth 89.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to get confusing for people splitting all these Earths and timelines.
Yeah, because the general public, are they going to understand that these timelines aren't happening at the same time?
No, they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. Anyway, tell you what I do want to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
Because we're going to end up with the madness of the multiverse and all that with Doctor Strange 2
in Marvel, and now
Marvel.
That's a different universe.
WandaVision finished, and we were both very happy. It was a good series.
Yes.
Captain America, not Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier has started. First 2 episodes are out. Third one out tonight, I believe.
What did you think of them? I haven't watched them yet.
First one started really strong, got a bit boring towards the end. The second episode a lot better. So I'm hopeful that for tonight's episode that it's going to be just as good. Like, I hope it's going to get better and better and better. They have introduced a new Captain America.
Now that's Kurt Russell's son.
Kurt Russell's son, yes. And I tell you what, he's pretty bloody good in it.
Really?
There's a lot of mocking when the first image at the end of the first episode, you just see him walk out. And you get this image, and it looked a bit, what the?
Like a Halloween costume.
Yeah, in the second episode, when he's actually out in the field as the new Captain America. Very cool. I thought he was pretty cool.
Has he got powers?
No, he's just super trained kind of thing, I believe.
Okay.
Can throw the shield, catch the shield, everything else.
Okay.
And he's got his own sidekick. He's not called Bucky, but it's a new version of Bucky, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
And so, of course, the real Bucky and that, very pissed off. So
okay, so that they're being overlooked, or
so not good. But anyway,
okay, all right, interesting. Margot Robbie did an interview this week with Variety magazine.
Yep.
And she spilt the beans that there is a 20-hour cut of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 20 hours long.
I thought that was a joke. I thought it was an April Fool's thing.
No, this is absolutely true. I'm like, hang on, what?
A 20 hour.
Why would you film so much footage?
I keep thinking this is going to be bullshit.
But remember that The Hateful Eight, he re-released a 4-hour version of that on Netflix that you can watch. So it may not be out of the realms of possibility.
Okay.
But why would you spend so much money filming scenes that you know you can't fit into the movie?
I'm not sure, sir. I'm not sure. You got any more trailers for us?
Yeah. I wanted to quickly tell you about so the director of the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie, Adam Wingard.
Yeah.
Right? It's just been announced that he has been given the keys to Thundercats.
Oh, yes.
Thundercats! Ho! Well, he then went on to say that when he was in grade 10, he was so obsessed with Thundercats, he actually spent the entire year writing a Thundercats script.
Oh, really?
And the kids that he went to school with mocked him for writing this script.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the tables have turned.
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
Us geeks rule the earth now.
I thought, someone said to me the other day, it's interesting that the things that people made fun of you in high school are the things that make you now as an adult.
They define you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was made fun of for having too much hair.
Really?
Yes.
I never said that.
No. But there was one person in particular that made fun of me at school.
And to that person, he's now bald?
He's now bald.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I'm bald on choice, but anyway.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Have you a trailer?
Look, do people remember Thundercats?
Yeah.
Would you like to see the Thundercats intro? Come on.
The old one, the original one.
Righto, Thundercats, ho! Thundercats, ho!
Doesn't that bring back memories? So they're doing, is it a movie, live action?
It's a feature-length live-action movie.
Live-action movie.
Yeah.
I'm keen. I'm going to be all over that when they do that. If it's got that energy and that is in that original series.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Anyway, we want to talk about Batman Long Halloween.
Yes.
One of my all-time favourite Batman books.
It's a great.
Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale, two of the most iconic creators from the 90s and early 2000s. One of the best Batman books you can ever hope to read. And I tell you what, Ginge, they're doing it as an animated movie, you were saying to me not long ago?
Yes, and let's bring up some artwork from Long Halloween.
Yep. There you go. That iconic image there of Batman.
Tim Sale, yes.
Love it. Now, spinning it into an animated DC movie.
Yep. Jensen Ackles, obviously,
my wife loves him.
Yeah. He's going to be Batman.
Is he? He's voicing Batman.
He's voicing Batman this time, which is strange because he's done the Red Hood.
I was going to say he voiced Red Hood. Yeah, okay.
And Josh Duhamel is doing Harvey
Ooh.
Dent.
Oh, I love Josh Duhamel. I think he's a fantastic actor.
Yes.
Him doing a Harvey Dent, that'll be interesting.
Yes.
That'll be interesting. Do they got a time frame for when this is coming out?
They're saying it's going to be at the end of this year.
So released in 2021?
Yep.
I can't wait. That'll be fantastic.
Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Ahmed Best, obviously known as the voice of Jar Jar Binks.
Yep.
He's come out and gone, yeah, no, I'm not in it.
Good, because no one likes Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Misa, sorry sir, but Misa don't like Jar Jar.
Yeah.
That is the worst Jar Jar Binks I've ever done. But then again, it can't be any worse than the real Jar Jar Binks in that movie. That was horrible.
Yes.
So, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan
When's
Kenobi, the new series. I believe it's supposed to be the end of this year, the beginning of next year.
Because we're not getting Mandalorian, are we?
No.
Is it? If we do, it's the very, very end of the year.
Well, is it just going to be Boba Fett, the book of?
So we get that instead of the normal Mandalorian.
From what I understand.
I don't know. What do you call it? Disney Plus and Marvel can be a little bit, or Disney, Lucasfilm, can be a little bit funny about their release dates with stuff. I get confused with it.
Yeah.
Because some of it's, they're like, oh, this will be streaming, but not until blah, and, you know. What else you got?
And finally, it's been 16 years.
We're at the pointy end of the show.
It's been 16 years since Sin City 1 came out in theatres.
Hang on, how many years?
16 years. 2005 this weekend.
You and I went and saw that.
Yes.
Because Kaboom was only, a year old or something like that, but over a year old.
A long time ago.
You and I went and saw that at the cinema. I think we went to a premiere.
Yeah.
For that one? Yeah.
Oh, dude. So I've got the trailer here. I thought it'd be good to reminisce about Sin City.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe this will.
Is it streaming somewhere, by the way?
You can even watch it on YouTube. You can stream it on YouTube.
There you go.
The night is hot as hell. I'm staring at a goddess. She's telling me she wants me. I'm not gonna waste one more second wondering how I've gotten so lucky.
There's only one way to beat him. Old man dies. Young woman lives. Fair trade.
The only question left is whether I'm gonna kill him or not. Tough call. All I know is an honest cop, regular guy. My hand moves all on its own. Sliding one of my guns to my lap and thumbing back the hammer. I don't know what to do. Tell her that everything will be alright. That I'll save her from whatever she's scared of and take her far, far away. I tell her I love her. I'll cash her check in the morning.
Need to play it quiet. Not anymore.
Us girls are safe as we can be, Lancelot. Those boys in that Chrysler are one mistake away from seeing what Miho can do.
Kill him for me, Marv. Kill him good.
But I won't let you down, Goldie.
Turn the right corner in Sin City, and you can find anything.
Valkyrie at my side is shouting and laughing with the joy of the slaughter. And so am I.
Killing for. Worth going to hell for. Amen.
God, yes. You know what? I'm going to have to go and watch that over the Easter weekend.
It was such a great movie. Robert Rodriguez, the guy that did Desperado, Spy Kids, all those great movies.
Mickey Rourke, bloody Bruce Willis, Clive Owen. He's done not a lot nowadays.
I've not seen him in too much lately.
No, great actor, fantastic. And I tell you what, that was so faithful to the comics when they came out.
You could take a screenshot from the movie and it was a direct panel from the comic.
It would have been one of the first major films where, they filmed most of the film in front of a green screen.
Yeah,
like, Which has become a commonplace thing now. But back then, what was that? Because it came out 2005.
Yeah.
It was starting to shoot, end of 2003?
Oh, incredible.
I think. So, yeah.
Incredible.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to watch that over these 2
Frank
weekends.
Miller's Sin City. It was interesting that Robert Rodriguez directed it, but he still called it Frank Miller's Sin City.
Yeah. Loved it.
It's incredible.
There you go, folks. Now, hope you've enjoyed the show. Enjoy the rest of your Easter. I want to give a special thank you tonight to my co-hostess with the mostest for taking time out of his Easter long weekend break, Mr. Wade Copson.
Wade Copson on the pots and pans. Thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been your host, Todd Bailey. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll be back. We're back next week.
Why not?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know. Is there any comments people want to ask us just before we go?
Really quickly, send something through if you've got a question. Really, really quick. Make sure you support your local comic book shop. Our local one here is Kaboom Comics Toowoomba. www.kaboomcomicsaustralia.com for all your comic book needs. You can place orders there. $8.95 flat rate shipping for comics and graphic novels all over the country.
Cool.
There you go. We're open tomorrow, by the way, here at Kaboom Comics. We'll be open our regular Saturday hours. No rest for the wicked. But we are shut Monday. I get to sleep in Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Joel just said, good as always, gents.
Why,
thank you.
Sir. Tip of the hat, sir, to you for
Thank you
tuning
very
in.
much watching us on Facebook, watching us on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Do the right thing, Queenslanders. If you're out and about, make sure you pop your masks on when you're out there. Let's kick COVID in the butt so that we don't have to keep doing shutdowns and bloody... You know what, that's a vast improvement for
Thank you very much.
Look what I've got to work with here, folks. Look at it.
Don't it look sexy like this?
Scott said Godzilla vs. Kong, watched it yet, like or dislike, haven't seen it. I am not the kind of guy who watches King Kong or Godzilla movies. The wife will watch it, and I will end up watching it because of my darling wife, who's at home tonight, by the way. Hello, lovely wife, Danny.
Hey!
But yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. I don't really like those films.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't do destruction films. You know, like, I don't do, your end of the Earth, like the big asteroid hitting Earth kind of movies.
Okay.
My wife loves them all. You know, the volcano ones. What was that?
Volcano?
Volcano, Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak, which is good because Pierce Brosnan was in it.
See, she loves them films. I don't really dig them. They're not my kind of thing.
Not The Day After Tomorrow?
I hate that kind of
No,
stuff.
don't be like that. 2012?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
No.
Hate them. They're not my kind of film.
Independence Day?
Begrudgingly, yes, I've watched that.
Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark?
God, no. No, you
Mega
tried
Shark versus Crocosaurus?
I'm pretty sure you tried to get me to watch one of those with you.
Maybe.
Once. Yeah, anyway. Okay, folks, that's it. Co-hostess with the mostest, Mr. Wade Copson.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in.
I've been your host, Todd Bailey. You've been watching Geek Speak Live. Have a great geeky Easter break. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.